All right, this is going to be a video lesson for actually both 7th and 8th grade. So we're going to do the same thing in 7th and 8th grade this week because 8th graders, you did not get to this stuff last year because our school kind of shut down. 7th graders, this is our next chapter. So what we're going to be doing in this section is we're going to be practicing. We're going to do a lab. We're going to do an experimental probability lab. So you will have access, you will have your own copy of this document. There's 2 pages, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll some dice. For the first section, we're going to roll a 6-sided die, 1 through 6. We're going to do it 50 times. For the second table, we're going to do a 4-sided die. This one's kind of neat. If you've never seen a 4-sided die, you roll this, and whatever side is pointing up is your result. So if we rolled that, we got a 4. We're going to do that one 25 times. With smaller or fewer results, we won't need to do as many tries. The next one, we're going to do this 20-sided die. We're going to do it 100 times. We're going to tally our results. And then for the last one, we're going to use this 8-sided die. This kind of looks like a diamond, like a little square pyramid on top of an upside-down square pyramid. That's what that one looks like. So I realized that not all of us, in fact, probably most or hardly any of us, have their own dice. So also on this assignment, I'm also going to give you a link to some virtual dice. So you'll have this website, and the way we're going to use this is we're just clear this out. If I wanted to roll one of these 6-sided dice, I would just click on this. Roll a D6. That's what that means. D6 means a 6-sided die. Okay, this one is a D6, and then we would just hit throw, and we've got a 4, and then we'll hit throw again. 2, 6, 4. All right, so this will be a tool that you'll be able to use. If we do use this tool, because you don't have D&D dice at your house, or 4-sided, 6-sided, 8-sided, and 20-sided, you'll use the 4-sided. This is a D4. This goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. You'll use a D6, which does 1 through 6. We'll use a D8, which goes 1 through 8. And we're going to use a D20, which is 1 through D20, 1 through 20. If you're in person and you're here for this lesson, we're also going to be using a D100. The way that works is you do one die. That's a D. This is a D10, but it does tens place. So this is the tens place. And then we'll use this one, which will be the ones place. These are both D10s. So what you do is you roll them both, and then we're going to find out. Let me get rid of all this, and let's try it. I'll show you what a D10, how that works. Why is my thing being annoying? Go away. Stop it. Go away. All right. So a D10 and a D100 here, they call that a D100 because it does 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. We'd throw this, and we would get the result of 37. So we had a 30 and a 7. It tells us there. But we won't be doing that one. I don't want to overwhelm you, remote learners, with a crazy amount of dice rolling. So, especially since it's remote, and you probably are going to be using that website, and it might be a little bit annoying. So, just to get us started, we're going to start on this first one. We need to roll 1d6. That's a 6-sided die, kind of like a regular one. Usually has the dots on the sides, 1 through 6. We're going to do this 50 times, and we're going to tally our results. I am not going to do all 50, okay? I don't want to spend forever doing this lesson. I'm just going to model how we would do it. So I'll lower my camera here, and I'm going to roll. In fact, I'll roll quite a few of them all at the same time. I'll roll 5. So I'm rolling 5d6. I got a 2, a 4, a 4, and a 6. So on my tally chart, we'll go 2, 2, 4, 4, 6. We'll roll again. 4, 4, 3, 5, 1. So 4, 4, 3, 5, 1. In fact, I think you could probably roll on this tool. You could roll or clear this out. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5d6, and it's going to show you all 5 dice. So you could do 5 or 10 or something at a time as well. So you got a 6, we got a 3, a 5, a 4, and a 6. So you could do them in bulk, kind of like I'm doing them in bulk, but I wouldn't recommend doing like 50 at a time because you might lose track counting them. And if you click on that screen, it clears it. I just click right here, it's gone. So maybe do like 5 at a time. We'll do 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3. If you're not familiar with tallies, how this works is you draw vertical lines, little marks, and every time you hit a 5, you give it the 5th line, which goes diagonal. So this is a group of 5. It's going to be really easy to count later on. I know that's 7. Okay, so we're going to have groups of 5. You don't need to circle them or anything, but when we cross through 4 of them, that's our 5th, and we have groups of 5. I'm going to do one more roll. We've got 2, 2, 1, 4, 3. 2, 2, 1, 4, 3. All right. So my total amount then, what you'll probably want to do is you can maybe print this out and you could do your tallies, or you could just get some scratch paper and do your tallies on your scratch paper. But what we're going to need is, actually, I think that I probably should do the total, all 50 of them, maybe. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's finish. We'll do this one all together. 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. Wowzers. 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. So that's 25. 3, 3, 2, 5, 6. 3, 3, 2. Oops, I missed that. 5, 5, 6. My next 2, I'm going to make sure I do across. 5, 1, 6, 6, 2. 5, 1, 6, 6, 2 to make up for my missed cross there. That should be 30. We've got 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2, 3, 5, 5. 2, 2, 3, 5, 5. 4, 4, 4, 6, 6. We have so many 4s. 6, 6. I'll do another one and then I'll figure out where I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. So let's count my 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oops, I did too many. So on that roll, I need to get rid of, let's see, I need to get rid of a 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. So this goes away. 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's fix those ones I kind of erased a little bit of. There's 4 here, 3 here. All right. So in the ones, we have a total amount of 5. In 2s, we have 9. In 3, we have 5, 6, 7. In 4, we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. In 5, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. And in 6, we also have 8. I'm going to add these numbers up and make sure it's a total of 50. 5 plus 9 plus 7 plus 18 plus 8 plus 8. That's 54. Great. I miscounted completely. But what you'll do is you'll make sure you do 50. If you end up doing 54 on accident, you can just change this to 54. That's what I'm going to do. And so these are all now going to be 54s. All right, 54, 54, because I accidentally did 54 of these. 5, 9, 7. Actually, it's 55 because I typed in a 17. So, oh my goodness, this is a mess. All right, so we've got 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. All right, so out of 55, we had 5 out of 55, 9 out of 55, 7 out of 55, 18 out of 55, 8 out of 55, and 8 out of 55. For yours, it should be 50. It's going to be a little easier, but now we need to convert to a percent. If we had, let's say I did it right, we had 5 out of 50. Let me write it, 5 out of 50. How much per 100% would this be? Well, the denominator, we do times 2. So we would just do times 2. That would be 10%. Okay? So on your D6, if you're doing 50 times, to go from fraction to your percent, you just have to double this number. Okay? So I'm going to just go a little back, and I'm going to pretend these are all, or I'll just get rid of some of these, just going to make it up. Let's say this was actually 6. Let's take away 1 from each one. So let's get another color. So this is 6. This isn't 9. This is going to be 8. This isn't 5. It's going to be 4. This isn't 18. It's 17. And we got one more to take away. That's a 7. All right. We fudged our numbers a little bit. It's kind of cheating. But this would be 4. Goodness, this is a mess. 6, 17. 7. Hopefully it's not too confusing right now. So we had 4 out of 50. I should have done this earlier. Back to 50. Got rid of 5 random ones, 5 in a row. 4 out of 50 should be 8% because we just doubled that 4. If we have 8 out of 50, that's going to be 16%. 6 out of 50 is 12%. 17 times 2 is 34%. This will be 14%. And this will be 16%. And if we did all our math right, if we added all these up, it should be 100%, because that's 100% of our rolls. Now, we are doing experimental probability. If I roll this, I should get the number 5 1 out of 6 times. 1 divided by 6, that's 0.1666, so 16 repeated, which is 16.6 repeated percent. So it should be that each of these happens about 16 or 17% of the time. Notice we've got 2 of them that are about 16. We've got a really high one, but we have a really low one to make up for it. Okay. Ideally, theoretically, which is our next chapter, theoretically we should be about this, because 1 out of 6, that's how many. 1 divided by 6, it should happen about 16, 17% of the time. I'm going to definitely not make this mistake on the next one. If you'd like to use my numbers on this one and skip this D6 on your video lesson, you can use the numbers that I've got here. Okay, so you might want to pause this video. However, we're going to go ahead and move down. I'm going to have to close this and clear this out. We're going to move down and look at the next one. Okay. So what a D4 looks like is the one that's like a little triangular pyramid. It's this one. And when we roll it, we'll clear this out. We're going to roll a D4. Let's just roll 5 of them at the same time. We'll throw them all, and we're looking at the top number. It's kind of hard to see on this, but this is a 4. This is a 1. This is a 4. This is a 2, and this is a 1. So 4, 1, 4, 2, 1. That'll be our tallies for this one. Trying to remember what I said. 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, I think. 4, 2, 1, 2, 1. Do this 25 times. Okay. Tally your marks. Get your total out of 25. If we have some amount out of 25 and we need a percent, you're going to take your number that you write here for your 25 of them, the amount that we had, and you're going to multiply by 4 to give yourself your percent. Okay, so your percent will be whatever that number is times 4. You're going to do this one on your own. Next one, we're going to go down. I'll have to clear this out. We're going to do a D20. This is a 20-sided die. Okay, so it looks like this. I've got the little pictures of them. 20-sided. We'll click here, clear this out. The 20-sided die, it's like the big one for Dungeons and Dragons. If you're ever playing that game, this is the one that determines whether you can do things or not. If you roll really high, you can probably do it. If you roll really low, you might not be able to do something you're trying to do. So we've got the numbers 1 through 20. Because we have so many results that are possible, we're going to do this 100 times. Okay. So on this, you'll have to type in, or if you decide, if you want, you can like write this on paper, or you could print this and send me a picture. But just type in. You don't have to type your tallies, but you do need to type in your responses for your fractions and percents. You're going to roll this thing, this size die, 100 times. So let's get 5 of them at a time. So we'll throw all these. We've got a 6, or that's a 9, 9, 9, 18, 15, 19. Okay, these are the random numbers we just got on your paper. Just kind of do some tallies, and then we're doing this. You'll have to do this. How many times? We've got 5 times 20 will be a total of 100. So you'll have to roll 5 of them 20 times and then get the results. So throw. That's how it goes. It keeps doing this on this website. I don't like it. Go away. It's the worst right now. All right. So you'd have to do that 20 times. Tally your results, get your percents. In fact, when you have your fraction probability out of 100, that is your percent. And finally, we're going to do a D8 50 times. So that's an 8-sided one. That looks like a little pyramid on top of another little pyramid. So when you're doing that one, I only need you to do 50 of them. So let's say we have 8 ones. If we have a total of 8 ones, that's 8 out of 50. What would that be as a percent? Well, 8 out of 50 is how many out of 100? Well, it's times 2. So times 2, that'd be 16%. Okay, that's if you roll that 8 times. You got to do your own results here. Okay, if yours ends up having an extra page here, don't worry about it. I'm just going to look and make sure you did these and got your percents. Okay, so ideally, this one, your numbers should be close to 16 or 17%. On this one, we've got 4 results. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 out of 4, you should be pretty close to 25% because we have 4 possibilities. So it'd be 25, 25, 25, 25 would make 100%. For a D20, your results should be pretty low. In fact, they should be around 5% because 5 times 20 would be our 100%. Each of these should only happen about 5 times. And then in the last one, a D8, well, 1 divided by 8 is 0.125. I'll write that out. 1 divided by 8. Each of these should be about 12.5%, or so it's like 12 or 13. You probably get this, each result here, about 6 times, because remember, we're going to have to double it. 6 or 7 times to get around 12 or 13. All right, so just complete these tables. I don't need you to type your tallies, okay? Where it says tally, you could just type in your number. We had this, so this number 7 times. This one happened 8 times. This one happened 4 times. So you can do that. Just type that number in. So then this would be 7 out of 50 would be 14%. This would be 8 out of 50 would be 16%. Please, please, please make sure you ask me if you have questions. If this is confusing to you, I have a Google Meet every single day from 2:30 to 3:15. Okay, you can email me anytime. I would be more than happy to answer any of the questions you might have. But this is all we're doing. Roll this, follow the directions for each table. I expect you to do all 4 of these tables. And I'm going to compare your results with our class results, because my in-person students are going to do this. And we're going to get a ton of data. So your next assignment, we're going to talk about what does this data mean. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So hopefully I'll be able to upload some more assignments after tomorrow, Tuesday. But right now, this is the only one I'm going to put up because I'm waiting for in-class, in-person results so we can talk about what are some things we notice. So finish this table, all 4 of them. Go ahead and turn it in. Mark it as done. It should have something typed in every single one of these boxes.